let's talk about the workouts, Jamie. You talked with Paige and helped create a fun event. There's these events, by the way, the workouts are posted on our website under the in-house competition holiday edition. The first one is Orange Fallacy, which I came up with that name. I love it because it's just having fun with our friends at Orange Theory. But anyway, it's 12 minutes.
Yep. 12 minute AMRAP.
12-minute AMRAP, 300-meter row, 15-calorie bike, and 200-meter run.
Yep.
First question everyone's going to ask: what happens if it rains?
We're going to modify the run.
Okay. All right.
Burpee box, not burpee, box jump over.
Box jump over.
That's going to be our modification.
And that's if it's clearly dumping and uncomfortable outside. If it's had just rained early in the morning but it's cleared up, we'll probably end up running.
Still run, yeah.
Yeah. And is there anything with a run that we need to know?
No.
Okay.
Just a run.
Just a run.
Go fast.
All right, good. Go fast.
Consider that first event also, it's all monostructural stuff, so it's a really good warm-up to kick off the day with.
So the way we design this competition is that any team can compete against any team. So male, female, male, male, female, female, masters, male, female, masters, female. We scale the whole thing. It's set right now at masters 55. Are the scaled amounts? There's a bit of a difference on the row and on the bike. So we'll see that come into play. That worked out well for us last year. I think it gives everybody.
This is a repeat workout.
Levels the playing field.
Yeah.
So no questions there. That's pretty clear. Let's go into the next workout. This one's a fun one. Strong stuff. It's gonna be a little crowded down there, so everyone's gonna have to respect the space. And
we'll have the space taped off essentially, where like the plates are gonna. So be organized. Like, don't plan on throwing your weights to the side. Like, there's going to be a designated spot where you have to keep your weights in. Otherwise, the rep won't count.
Right.
So the idea is to stay safe throughout the whole event, and organization is a big part of that.
So the complex is 1 clean, 3 front squats, and 1 jerk. And it's how close. So how close to people's 1 rep max clean and jerk will they get to? Do you think they'll get to close to their 1 rep max clean and jerk?
It all depends on how consistent, how smooth their front squats are.
Right.
Because that squat's going to zap a lot out of the legs and the shoulders and midline just to maintain position, and having to jerk it at the end. So, for example, what I would recommend is, plan on attacking this, with the strategy of building a base. Don't start off too heavy. Get something on the board and then increase from there. But don't underestimate those front squats.
And it's 8 minutes, so both partners have a total of 8 minutes to get their lifts done. And men and women, will there be 2 bars in the area for the?
There will be 2 bars.
Okay.
But only 1 bar will be allowed on the platform at a time.
Okay, so they'll have to roll it on and roll it off. So you got to think about transitions and be ready to go.
Know what weight you want to hit, and then your partner can help you load and unload. Clips have to be on the bar. And for example, the lift is 1 clean, 3 front squats, 1 jerk. The clean does not count as one of those front squats. So you may squat clean the bar, but that squat does not count towards one of those front squats.
That's a good question.
Someone asked, keep that one in mind.
Someone already asked me that question. In terms of we're down to the last 45 seconds. Both partners might have a little bit in them. We're doing some scaling, so female athletes have a multiplier of 1.5 times masters 55, and men are 1.25, and then it's 1.75 for the masters male. So I'm just guessing right off the bat, if you've got if you've got a scaled athlete on your team, let the scaled athlete go because they get a multiplier on their weight. Right?
Yeah, it adds up a little bit faster.
And any other thoughts with respect to strategy on this workout in execution as these athletes kind of figure out who should go when?
The amount of time you have is plenty of time, so don't feel rushed. Like the first, what happens is 3, 2, 1, go. Our natural instinct is, let's go. We load it up and rush through it. The first couple reps you can kind of get through pretty quickly, but after you get to those heavier loads, give yourself a rest, because those squats are going to take some out of your legs and will affect your ability to drive into that jerk, because you might do all that work, get to the jerk, and not be able to get it overhead, and won't count.
Right.
So,
I think each one of these, my guess is 15 to 20 seconds just to do the complex.
oh, that's pretty quick.
That's
The
quick.
whole complex, I would
Yeah.
be saying anywhere between 20 to 30 seconds, maybe.
Okay, so 20 to
You know,
30 seconds.
I mean, like,
Especially
as
if it
far
gets
as
heavier.
time to a lot for your lift, your
Okay.
attempt. You know, like, that's setting up, that's bracing, it's organizing, and that's setting and bracing and organizing at the top of the rack too.
Okay.
For the squats and the jerk.
All right, so that's something to think about. 30,
It's a lot of time and attention.
30 seconds when you, especially as soon as you get heavy, 30 seconds.
Like, give yourself 30 seconds. Like, if
Yeah.
you're picking up that bar for your clean with 15 seconds left on the clock, you better be moving fast.
Yeah.
But if it's that late in the time frame, you're probably really heavy and you may not have enough time to get the lift done.
My thinking on this too is that I wouldn't necessarily do a warm-up weight. I would do a weight that is a warm-up that is challenging.
Yeah.
So that I can put something on the books because of the amount of time that it's going to take. In other words, if it was just a clean and jerk, I'd do a quick warm-up, lightweight.
Well, I mean, personally, what I would do is I would actually, you know, like in the beginning, as you're warming, because the bar is starting empty. Right?
Yeah.
We're not starting with loaded weights already. I would actually recommend maybe do a clean, a front squat, and a jerk,
Oh, okay.
just to kind of prime the movement patterns until you get to that heavy weight, and then get something on the books.
And then
before
get something
too
on
much.
the books.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can. So in other words, you can practice a couple movements while you're on the clock that don't count as reps, but they help.
But you're cutting your volume down,
But
so
you're
you might be saving it for the end.
yeah, saving it for the end.
Yeah.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I would do personally.
All right, it's going to be a lot of shouting and yelling during this
Yeah.
one. That's going to be fun. Then we get into the chipper.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cool one. I like this one too. It's going to be. I think this
gonna
one's
be
going to
grippy.
surprise people.
It's gonna be a little bit grippy.
There is modifications that
Mm-hmm.
that people can modify to single unders.
Mm-hmm.
For double unders, if your teammate cannot do double unders, or it's gonna take forever to do double unders, then modify to single unders.
Mm-hmm.
We've got handstand holds. We can do modify with a pike or a box on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing for toes to bar modifications. Burpee over bar. Athlete must alternate every 5th rep.
Yep. So essentially, throughout this whole workout, the chipper, we've got the double unders, the deadlifts, the toes to bar. Each one of those movements has a static hold paired with it.
Okay.
So athletes that are working cannot accumulate reps unless their partner is in that static hold. They can alternate and rotate as often as they want to. They must get at least 1 rep, but you have to hold the work, and at the same time, holding the weights and holding those positions is not going to be any easier.
Right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And then they've got to do the work on the burpees.
Yep. And then there's no static hold on the burpees, but they have to rotate every 5th rep. So you're going to have to do your work regardless.
Yeah, my recommendation practicing these for this reindeer games comp that I have coming up is stay low and breathe a lot. Don't hold your breath. Stay low.
I mean, 5 reps. We can move fast with 5 reps.
Yeah. And then we will move into a 200-meter rope and kettlebell carry, and that's a short rope.
That's a page special.
Yeah, with a kettlebell in between. What did we decide? Have you decided yet what weights are going to be on that kettlebell?
It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a heavy kettlebell.
Okay.
It's going to be an awkward carry, you know.
Okay.
So when we brief the day of, we'll have a chance to get some practice in. So for each event, we're going to do a mini brief before each event starts, just to clear up any questions or any issues, or not issues, but any questions or any concerns on standards or whatever the case is, just so we're all clear and the day will run very smooth. So not everybody might see this video,
Right.
so we will brief briefly before each one of these events,
Okay.
and that'll be one of those movements that we will touch up on.
Great. Awesome. So check out the chipper. Last one's a floater. All right. So we haven't disclosed it yet. What can you tell us about the floater?
It's going to involve a
Partner
and a ski erg.
and a ski erg. So there's ski ergs. Fortunately, there's a ski erg down at Moxie,
Yep.
and there's a 4 ski ergs up here.
We'll be ringing down.
we'll be bringing those down.
I don't know how many people up here actually use them. So as far as Moxie people, there's one down there, 4 up here. I don't think anybody even uses them up here. So there's no advantage.
Sandra Pacelli uses it, and maybe a couple of others.
Yeah, there's a few select, and I'm sure there's a few select on there too.
So we'll give you the details on game day, but in the meantime, know that there will be ski erg, and both partners
should
know how to use it.
Yep.
Okay. That's awesome. Looking forward to this competition, and we hope to see you all down there. Team registration goes until noon on Friday. So until noon on Friday, let's get your team registered and see you down there. It'll be a lot of fun.
If you don't have a partner, just post something on Facebook and you might be able to find somebody. I know Jackson did.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Have fun.